The Masked Singer is down to its top 3 masked contestants of Season 2, and unfortunately, the Thingamajig didn't make the cut-a-majig last episode. We're here to tell you who was under the mask-a-majig and how all the clues so clearly pointed to him-a-majig. But before we give all of it away, a-majig, go hit subscribe. It might not stop me from adding majig to the ends of words in this video, but it will keep you updated on every single Masked Singer video we're posting on the regular. And back to our regularly scheduled programming, a-majig. The holiday-themed semifinals saw a straight-up holiday miracle happen as Ken freaking Jeong actually managed to guess who was under the Thingamajig mask.
Indiana Pacer, Victor Oladipo, my man.
That's right, I had this one in the net from the get-go. I see you, Victor. So, here's how all the clues added up. In the preview, he said he stands 7 feet tall and hinted, "Don't call me Chewbacca, but we do celebrate together." Victor is hella tall, and his birthday is May 4th, aka Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you, Victor. Moving on to episode 1. His clues didn't seem super obvious, but when you hear my explanation, they totally make sense. We had another reference to the number 4, which also happens to be Oladipo's jersey number. He then mentions a magic case and tells viewers to keep up the pace, which are references to the NBA teams he's played for, Orlando Magic and the Indiana Pacers. He's also known as Mr. Feathery, hence all the feather and wings references in the clue package. And finally, he shows off some sneakers, which are a hint to his multi-million-dollar sneaker line. Okay, episode 4. The clue package hinted that he wasn't a professional singer, saying, "Before my first performance, I was shaken like a feather." But he also said he's always loved singing, and that growing up, his parents taught him not to run with the bulls, and that the real magic comes from within. Then after the performance, he said, "My darkest moment was when I went to rehab." Again, another hint at his Mr. Feathery nickname. He used to play for Orlando Magic, but now plays for the Pacers. The Pacers are also Bulls rivals, and he's been to rehab for a knee injury. On to episode 6, Majig. The clues and hints were pretty straightforward but weird AF, including a feast of bow ties and a shoe dipped in soup. He also brought out his first physical clue, which was an American Sign Language dictionary. Victor loves his bow ties, loves his souped-up shoes, and also has a sister who went deaf when she was young, leading to him learning, you guessed it, American Sign Language. Time for episode 9. He said in his package, if you really want something in life, you gotta commit to it 110%. So sorry, Nicole and Majig, I've got to be my own number 1 right now, but you'll always be my second pick. This was a pretty sneaky clue, but if you're a basketball fan, you know that Victor was the second overall pick in the NBA draft when he joined the Orlando Magic back in 2013. He then says he's experienced a recent setback while holding 2 silver records. We also see an envelope that reads, "To my love from Maryland." The setback Victor is referring to was his knee injury, and he was born in Silver Spring, Maryland, hence the silver discs and the letter from Maryland. Moving on, Majig, to episode number 10. In his clue package this week, we saw a visual of a guitar and signs that read MVP, and he said, "This is no time to get crabby." Oladipo's got his own freaking album on Spotify with lots of guitar accompaniments. And like we said before, Oladipo is from the state of Maryland, which explains the crab reference. Rounding out his clues with episode 11's package, he hinted that he's encountered a lot of obstacles and adversity this year, while the camera panned over his leg-a-majigs. That makes sense because we later see a knee brace, a Taurus constellation, and a diploma in kinesiology. He also hinted that his parents came to the US with nothing. Oladipo is a Taurus, had a recent knee injury, has a degree in kinesiology from Indiana University, and his parents were immigrants from Africa. Thingamajig's physical clue was an Indiana Jones hat and whip, to which he said, "While I am a massive movie buff, this clue involves a little more digging." And that was the clue that helped Ken somehow figure all of this out.
I can't believe I got anything right.
And that's it. Do the clues make sense to you now? Let us know in the comments, and while you're down there, hit subscribe. You made it this far and you're not going to want to miss what's coming up, so make sure you stick with CinemaBlend for all the latest Masked Singer recaps, guesses, and reveals.
I encourage you guys to stay positive, be encouraged, and love one another. Peace and love.